Hey guys, welcome back to my Blazers MyGM episode 5. It's been a while since I last posted my last episode because YouTube implemented this new system where it matches your videos to third-party content for no apparent reason. A few of my most popular videos got custom ID matched and I had to dispute them. Luckily, these companies were invalid. Like one example was THQ. That company went bankrupt and it went under, so I got that content ID match removed like in 3 days, so that was good. None of my videos have copyright issues anymore, so I just waited it out, and hopefully my future videos won't have custom ID matches as well, because YouTube is just messing everything up with videos. With that being said, I'm gonna have to switch up the way I put instrumentals and music into my video, because you can never be too careful with music, especially since you obviously don't own it or produced it yourself. But my NBA videos should be fine from the third-party content ID. I just got to keep it simple and not have any of the in-game soundtrack songs playing, because that was also a big issue. If you have a soundtrack in the game that's actually playing, YouTube picks up on it and gives you like a third-party match content ID. So, you know, that's why I don't normally post the in-game volume of the gameplay, but I've ranted on this too long, and I'm pretty sure you guys are like, stop complaining, just get on with the gameplay, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So in my last episode, I touched on the subject that my Indiana Pacers game, I went up against them and my recording didn't record, so that was pretty sad. It was a good game, a very close game. You guys saw in the beginning that I had the L against them, and superstar difficulty is beyond me. Superstar difficulty is going to give me a lot of trouble in my upcoming episodes, and I don't know, maybe I should change it back to all-star, but I want a challenge, and superstar seems to be that perfect challenge. I'll also be increasing the minutes I play in the future episodes up to 6 minutes, the average time. That's a little bit too much for my liking, but 4 minutes may be too short and I may not get enough points, so I want to keep this as enjoyable as possible for you guys. And even though if it may not be enjoyable for me playing a bunch of 6 minute quarter games, I'll do the best to entertain you guys as well. But we're going up against the Clippers in this matchup. This is a possible playoff matchup. A 4-5 seed, a 3-6 seed, and possibly even 2-7 seed, which I doubt that. But this could possibly happen in the first or second round of this year's playoffs, and this would be something to watch. Any game with quote-unquote great power forwards, if you count Blake Griffin as one of the great power forwards in the league as of right now, Portland versus Dallas would be an amazing game. Portland versus Houston would be an amazing game. And Portland versus San Antonio Spurs. Those three, along with the Clippers, they would all be amazing playoff quality matchups. And it's funny to me how Portland would make the most exciting matchup going up against a Texas team. That's pretty cool. And, you know, besides the Clippers. So I'm really looking forward to see how the Blazers place in the playoff picture. Will they be the #1 seed as of right now? They've been doing it for the longest time this season, and I'm surprised that LaMarcus Aldridge is quietly becoming the best power forward in the NBA as of today. As of right now, I would take him over Kevin Love. I'd take him over Blake Griffin, because he's having an amazing year and he's being consistent with it. There was always a huge conversation between these three power forwards, Kevin Love, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Blake Griffin. And I think LaMarcus Aldridge is quietly becoming better than both of those players. Sadly, the great games that LaMarcus Aldridge has with the Blazers and the great games the Blazers are putting up so far can't really relate to NBA 2K14. Now, I've made a lot more trades than I would have liked in the season so far, and this is my last trade. I'm not doing any more trades the rest of the season, and hopefully we could build something up in free agency and the draft. If we don't make the playoffs this year, that would be a shame, because the Blazers are looking forward to having their first playoff experience post Brandon Roy, and that's something amazing to see. So maybe when the playoffs comes around, I wouldn't mind seeing them get some revenge on Dallas. As of right now in the game, we are above 500, struggling to be above 500 and not having a great start, but that's because the chemistry is probably as low as it can be considering all the trades I've done. And trust me, I didn't want to do some of the trades. I just don't like seeing my players be upset with their minutes and playing time, so I had to do what was best for the team. Hopefully in free agency or possibly next season I could get Thomas Robinson back, because I really didn't want to let him go. It was a stupid decision. I should have just kept him no matter how much he was fussing about his playing time with the team. Great guy off the bench, and one of the reasons why Portland is doing so great this season. So your wish has been granted. I'm upping the minutes to 6 minutes, get some more high scoring gameplay, and I'm also not doing any more trades because this game marked the trade deadline, and you can worry about not seeing any more new faces for the remainder of the season, which is probably like a few more episodes until and if we reach the playoffs. Superstar difficulty is giving me some trouble. This is my second game I've lost to a superstar team. My first game going up against the Indiana Pacers, which you guys sadly couldn't be able to see. I lost against them, and now I'm losing against the Clippers. Hopefully I could get my stuff together and pull it around and make it into the playoffs and have a great remainder of the season. With that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode, and be sure to leave any feedback in the comments below to make this series even better than what it is. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.